Hello and welcome to day 3. Congratulations on making it this far. Today we're going to get started in easy seat Sukhasana. So you might like to grab a cushion or a folded blanket to put underneath you. Have your hands on your knees relaxed. Just look around your environment and take in the surroundings, becoming fully present in this moment. You might notice some sounds or movements around you. Welcome them as part of your practice today. Notice that your sit bones are connecting to the earth. Start to create some space in your spine, lengthening up towards the sky. You might like to imagine there's a golden thread connecting your crown of your head up to the sky, creating space in between each vertebrae. And start to notice your breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. Take a few deep breaths, allowing your abdomen to expand, chest expand, shoulders wide. And exhale, noticing how everything relaxes down. Inhale, expanding, filling up with beautiful new energy. And exhaling, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. One more deep inhale, expanding, expanding, filling up. And when you think you've filled up, stop at the top of your breath and then just fill up a little bit more. Then open your mouth and sigh it out. Ah. Wonderful. Resting your palms on the mat. Inhaling, stretching your arms out to the side and up above your head, and then palms to heart center as you exhale. Inhale, stretching your arms out to the side, up above your head. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, this time stretching out and up. And on the exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand drops behind you, looking to the right. As you inhale, stretch up through the spine. As you exhale, just twist gently to the right. Inhale and stretch up. Exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, stretch your arms back up above your head, looking forward. And as you exhale, drop your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, twisting on the left side. Inhale and stretch your spine up. Exhale, twisting to the left, just gently, no forcing. Inhale, stretching up. And exhale, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, stretching your arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretching your arms out and up. And exhaling, this time dropping your hands behind you, fingers pointing away. Might need to move your cushion out of the way a little bit. And then squeeze your elbows together, squeeze your shoulder blades together, creating more space in your chest, in the front body. And look up at the ceiling without locking your neck backwards, stretching up through the front body. Take a deep breath here and exhale. On your next inhale, stretch your arms out to the side and up. And on your exhale, rain your hands forward as you lean forward. Just keep your hips grounded, your sit bones grounded into the earth. Have your hands on the floor in front of you, as far out as is comfortable for you. Inhale, stretching forward, and then exhale, lower your head and chest towards your knees. Just notice the stretch here. You might feel it in your lower back, your hips, ankles, or your knees. Inhale, stretching up, hands above your head, palms facing, and exhale, hands to heart center. Now I'll come onto all fours, tabletop position. So just put your cushion to one side. Have your knees directly under your hips, your wrists directly under your shoulders. Hands fanned out on the mat, pressing into your fingertips and your knuckles to take that pressure off your wrists, and pressing into the top of your feet. Navel towards spine, crown shines forward, tail stretching back, tailbone stretching back. Tabletop position. Take a couple of cat-cows here, so drawing a line with your nose upwards towards the sky, hips go up, belly points towards the mat, cow. On your exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the back for cat. Inhaling for cow, hips go up, shining your heart space forward, looking forward. And exhale for cat, navel to spine, tucking in your tail and pushing the earth away from you. Take a couple more like that in your own time, being guided by your breath. Inhaling for cow and exhaling for cat. And then returning back to tabletop position. And just pushing your hips back towards your heels and stretching your arms forward, bringing your chest and forehead towards the mat. The forehead might touch the mat. If you need to create some space for your forehead, you can put one or two fists on the floor stacked to create some space. If it's more comfortable for you, you can have your knees out the width of your mat and your big toes touching. Just take a moment here to breathe through your back body, connecting with your breath in a different way. Notice the expansion through your ribs as you inhale, and that contraction as you exhale. And on your next inhale, walk both hands towards the right. Keep your sit bones towards your heels and put your left hand over your right hand for a side stretch on the left. Tracking your left sit bone towards your heels. Inhale and come back to center. And exhale as you walk your hands to the left. Place your right hand on top of your left hand. Tracking your right sit bone towards your right heel. Feeling the stretch in your right side body. Then inhale, coming back to center. Coming up into tabletop. Swiveling your legs to one side, your feet to one side, and coming into Dandasana, staff pose. So legs out in front of you, sitting up straight. You can have a micro bend in your knees. Have your hands next to your hips, fingers pointing forward, and your toes pointing towards the ceiling or your shins. Fantastic. Just notice how you're feeling today. Just notice how your body feels and anything that arises for you. active in the core, squeezing your shoulder blades together, shoulders away from the ears, and crown still stretching up into the sky. Inhale and stretch your arms out to the side and up above your head, palms facing. So you're grounded through your hip bones and stretching through your shoulders and your side body, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale and bring your hands towards the back of your body, fingers pointing forward, so lean back and have them a hand distance away from your buttocks, your hands a hand distance away from your buttocks, fingers pointing towards your buttocks. And now just squeeze your shoulder blades together, look at the ceiling and arch your back, stretching through the front body, nice back bend here. And relax forward, back into Dandasana. And then we'll do that again. Inhale, stretching arms out to the side, up above your head, beautiful big stretch, grounding down through the hips, stretching up through the side body, and then exhaling, raining our hands back behind us, fingers pointing towards the buttocks. Inhale as we squeeze those shoulder blades together, stretch the chest up towards the ceiling, looking upwards, feeling that lovely back bend. Beautiful. And then inhale, stretch up, hands facing each other, palms facing each other, and exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Now placing our hands next to our hips, fingers pointing forwards. Plant your feet on the ground, so your feet are hip width apart. And we're going to do a reverse tabletop, so we're going to inhale, press into our feet, push up through our hips and come into a reverse tabletop. So hips are parallel with the knees, knees are tracking over the feet, and if we like we can drop our head back, only if that serves you. Inhale and exhale, squeezing the buttocks, pushing the hips up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, lowering the hips to the ground. And coming back into staff pose, Dandasana, straight legs, hands by your hips, fingers pointing forward. Well done. Inhale, stretching arms out to the side, up above your head, bending your knees slightly. And then exhale, draping your torso over your thighs, hands come down to the mat, forward fold, modified forward fold like we did yesterday. Inhale, stretch forward with your chest open, and exhale, melt down towards your legs. You may like to straighten your legs just a little bit, depending on what works for you. Inhale, stretch forward, opening through the chest. You might like to point your elbows out to the sides. And then exhale, melting forward. Just notice what this feels like in your body. If you're gripping anywhere, your jaw, could be your hips, just send the breath there to relax them. Relax that area. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms out wide as you come up, hands above the head, palms facing, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Well done. Good work. Now we're going into boat pose. So have both feet on the floor, hip width apart, holding on to your shins, and just lean your weight back onto your sit bones. We want a really straight back here, so tuck your chin in, lengthen through the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Modified boat pose. Stretching back, tucking your navel into spine, activating your core. And then come up and give yourself a hug. that you could do a little bit more. This time, put your hands underneath your thighs. If that was enough for you, just do that again. Leaning back, straight spine, long spine, shoulders away from the ears, and gradually lifting one and then the other foot off the ground. You can lift off as far as you like. You just might want to just have one foot up and then the other foot, or both feet off the ground. And we're aiming for shins being parallel with the mat. So really active through the core. Great core exercise, this one. Hold it for a little bit longer and then relax down and give yourselves another hug. Bow your head towards your knees, hugging in tight. And we'll do that boat pose one more time. So the options again are to put your hands around your shins and lean back and lengthen the spine, activating the core. Or you could have your hands under your thighs, leaning back, again activating the core, long spine, and then having your feet parallel with the floor. If that's accessible to you, you might also like to have your hands straight out, not holding your legs. And we'll hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then with control, coming down and hugging your knees again. Well done. So lying flat on the mat, sending your legs long. Both legs are flat on the mat. Hands are by your side. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring your right leg in towards the chest, squeezing it in tight. Massaging your abdominal organs. Stretching your left leg down long. Inhale, and exhale, send your right leg long, down on the mat next to the left leg. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring up your left knee towards the chest, holding onto your shins tightly, massaging your abdominal organs. And inhale, and on an exhale, just push your leg back down to the ground. Bend both knees up, feet hip width apart. Cross your right knee over your left knee, and then roll both legs to the right. So your right leg is on top and both knees are pointing towards the right. Bring your hands into a T, and if it serves you, look to the ceiling or look towards your left hand. Inhale into your left side body, and exhale to anywhere in your body that is clenching, releasing it, releasing those muscles. Fill up through your left lung and exhale to relax. Inhale, navel to spine, bring your legs back to center, head back to center. Unwind your legs and cross them over the other way, left leg over right leg. Navel to spine, both knees drop to the left, looking to the ceiling, or if it serves you, to the right. Left leg is on top, both knees are pointing to the left. Inhale through your right side body and send the breath to anywhere that is calling for attention, that needs to relax, anywhere that's gripping. Inhale and fill up with energy. Exhale to relax. Inhale, navel to spine, come back to center, unwind your legs and have both feet on the floor, hip width apart. And then one by one, lowering your legs back down to the mat, so they're both straight on the mat. Allow your feet to drop out to the side into this relaxation Shavasana pose. Hands are next to you, palms up. Tuck in your chin slightly and be long in your neck. And again, notice your breathing. Notice the air as it comes in and out of your nostrils. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling, abdomen rises, chest rises, shoulders expand. And exhaling, they relax down to the earth. Inhaling and expanding, welcoming in new energy, fresh energy, and exhaling anything that doesn't serve us. One deep inhale, filling up and then stopping at the top, and then filling up a little bit more. Opening your mouth and sighing it out. Ah. And then allow your breath to return to its normal rhythm. Body is still, and mind can be still. In relaxation, if thoughts arise, just let them pass like clouds in the sky and return your focus to your breath. Allow stillness in your body, and stillness in the mind will follow. You're welcome to stay here in relaxation for longer, but when you're ready, introduce some gentle movement into your fingers and thumbs, your hands, your feet. You might like to stretch along in the arms and legs, and then curl in tight. Before rolling over onto one side, allowing your arm to support your head. Taking a few moments in this transition phase, and then pushing up to Sukhasana, easy seat, where we started our practice today. Well done, you've finished day 3 of this yoga challenge. We've got 2 days to go. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.